like.
Hang on. No, because you pressed. No, that's not fair. You pressed record while I was texting, didn't tell me, and now I'm sitting like a plum, looking like I've not done a booger booger. And now, yeah, okay, fine.
You look like a plum even when you try and do a booger booger.
Yeah.
Uh, welcome, viewer. Please be warned that those people out there, as in Terry
Honoured
and
guest.
Ian, not Nick, but Terry and Ian, and possibly me, we can't control our mouths. We're supposed to be off-duty driving instructor trainers. We are definitely off-duty, so be prepared for some adult humour. Anyway,
Thanks for calling it humour. Good start.
I was talking about myself.
Oh, so sorry.
Right, Terry, down to you.
What's done to me?
Well, you wrote the blurb.
Yeah, and the one that's easy for me to remember. Yes. Right. What are you asking me? How's the cold?
No, don't make me laugh.
That make you what?
Make a laugh.
Right. Anyway, let's get at least one bit of something done before the nonsense starts.
Too late.
What was that noise you made?
The one where I'm turning myself inside out, that one. I'm trying not to cough. Right. Now then, bringing it all together. Oh, Nick, what do you reckon it's about?
I don't know anymore.
I know that feeling. I
I,
know that feeling.
I was just hoping it might be about bringing it all together, but I'm not sure what that is anymore. I just, I just thought with three knowledgeable guys and ladies, the three of you, you might have something to bring together, but I think it might have been a bit over enthusiastic.
No,
Yeah, that's optimism at its best, Nick.
yeah, it's a bit of a
Oh
frayed
dear.
knot. Bit of a frayed knot.
Oh, oh my God, that noise.
Which right, right. We started a long time ago. We've never actually explained who we are or why we do what we do. I don't think, not in any detail.
Oh dear.
So, but why have we been talking the last few episodes? We've been talking about certainly the GDE and how it's coming together and why it's important. I've got some statistics, but we feel it's really important, and I know there's lots of schools of thought about the GDE. I'm going to do Ian first because Terry was just rubbish. Ian, the GDE, and I think, was it you saying it's a little bit dated, but it's necessary and worthwhile?
I can't remember those words issuing forth from my gob. I think it's heavily misunderstood. And I think the title of it doesn't help anybody's understand. I don't think it's outdated because it's all about the person, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it can't. Right? I don't think there's anything in it that would date.
No. No.
I think the research, you could criticize the research for being a bit older now, but I don't think it's dated. I think it's people don't understand it particularly well. I'm not sure I understand it particularly well, but my work at
Oh, you do, young man, you do.
My working hypothesis is those are the things I should be, or those are they're not the things, are they? They're the concepts that
Precipitating-
need to be covered.
Yeah, well, but they're precipitating factors when it goes wrong,
Mm.
and I don't think.
I think it's the facets of the diamond you're creating under pressure in the car.
That was very poetic. Bit like a limerick, but they rhyme. Well, go on, Terry. What?
No, that was deep, man. Diamond of their pressure and oh my word. What? No, carry on, Lavelle. That was like carrying with your poetry, sir.
That wasn't
Sorry.
poetry. That was me.
Mr. Buddha.
Trousers, I'm falling down the mountain. No, I think it's. I don't really know how to describe it. Is it a recipe? Is it a recipe of the? I don't know what it's a recipe for, but is it the ingredients to successful survival on the roads?
Well, exactly. Because it is what it is, it's very difficult to explain it, to use it, to know how to use it. But I think what you said, it's all about the person, kind of sums it up, doesn't it? Because when you list all the factors in a common type of crash, the road and the skills come down really low, and there aren't many factors that contribute, but the personal factors, those things are the things that really make a difference in the.
It's also a little bit sort of new versus old. So it's instructing versus coaching, and it's also divided by person versus skills. Skills being old instructing car control skills and old instructing system skills.
Yeah, which weren't addressing any of that. And neither does the driving test, really. Which is why they introduced the changes. I agree totally, Nick, with what you're saying, totally. And that's why a lot of the changes are coming. Because
but the driving test still doesn't go above the first two levels.
Well, 3, if you include the
the sat nav. Okay, fair enough. Follow the sign sat nav. Yeah, it's a sort of like a bow to it as opposed to much more
picking at it a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's certainly not the rest. But that's where our skills need to come in, and that's where we need to make sure that we're doing up here, so that the driving test just serves its purpose. Because we can't change that bit. The only bit we can change is our interaction with our people who sit in that driver's seat.
Yeah. So the preparation of the person is all encompassing of all the levels as opposed to just the bottom 2.
Absolutely. And it's been nice and quiet. Has anyone enjoyed it? Shall I ask it to speak?
Hang on, he's doing a cracking impersonation of the Buddha there. Look at him. Just the way the light's bouncing off his head.
I'm moving now, I'm moving. Oh no. Why am I a bit fuzzy?
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, you needed a bit of light.
I'll do.
Is that a mental sort of fuzziness, or is it a visual sort of fuzziness for us?
Visual, you look quite, especially Nick and Mr. Lavelle, look kind of like sharp. Me and you look a bit fuzzy.
Ian looks almost a bit Star Trek-y.
Hey!
That's his lifelong dream, Nick.
I didn't realise that.
Okay. Terry.
Yeah, what?
Come on then.
Well, I actually liked, I'm not surprised, I sounded surprised, I didn't mean to sound surprised, that Ian's use of the word ingredients, I think there's a very good word to use. Because the GDE should be the ingredients that we're using in lessons, you know, and to help these young people to go forth and drive by themselves and get
Have
home
a
safely
chance.
at night.
Yes, have a chance to multiply.
Yeah, have a chance to multiply, yeah. What's that stat you said earlier?
Ugh. Break charity. No, the break charity is talking about another thing, but it's almost one a day. In 2023, almost one new driver between 17 and 24 were killed in 1 year. It's almost one a day, 300. And it's horrible.
Mm.
So there's some ADIs out there who are either conscious of or unconscious of, because I would hate to know that. I haven't heard of anybody, but I was just thinking, how would we live with that? I think I'd really struggle if I were part of those statistics, because you'd be forever thinking, yeah, but what if? But what if? What could I have done? So
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? That, I mean, that's, you know, you put 300 kids in a room and you say, well, everyone in this room is going to die this year in a car crash.
yeah,
You know, that's going to be like, you know, yeah, okay, it's a lot of kids. But I don't know what the word is. Sometimes our belief is that I'll get them through the test. What they do after that is up to them. I have no impact on what they do when they leave me,
yeah,
you know? And that's just, you know, if anyone has that belief is watching, not sorry to say, but you're in the wrong job. Because if you don't think you can have influence on a young person after 40 hours, 30 hours in a confined space with them, then fuck off and go do something at Tesco's. Because that's not what you're in the job for. So, what we've been banging on about for the last 25, 20, or 30 odd episodes we've done of this, and where Fiona and Ian and I come from, it's from that place where we know that we should be doing better. 300 deaths a year is ridiculous. We should be embarrassed as an industry, and we should be doing better. And the constant is, you know, the stats never change. You know, kids dying on the roads is pretty much the same. You know, biggest killer of young women in Europe. What was it? I might be wrong with a couple of these years and stats, but the message is clear. The biggest killer of women aged between 15 and 24 in Europe is getting into a car with a male driver aged between 17 and 24. And that's disgusting. Is it 2 out of 5 have a serious incident within 500?
Yeah,
How many?
One in 5 in 600 miles.
1 in 5 in 600 miles will have a serious injury, serious crash, and serious is defined as hospital treatment.
Yeah.
You know, these stats never change. And the reason they never change, part of it, or actually a big part of the reason these stats never change is because we don't change.
Yep.
We're the people that put these kids on the road, and we have our judgment of I'm a great instructor because I've got a high pass rate and I really enjoy the lessons. That's the judge of majority of ADIs about how are we doing? How am I doing my job? How am I good at my job? Yes, my pass rate is high, and yes, they enjoy the lessons. That should not be your standard, in my opinion. Your standard is this person ready to drive their friends and themselves home safely at night? You know, and what?
No, but that's the hardest thing for us to be able to challenge. That is really difficult, and that is right up there.
Yeah, but you know the worst thing? It's not the ADI's fault for having that belief. And it's not the trainers that taught them to have that belief either.
No.
It's the people at the top who set the standards and set the rules about who can be a trainer, who can train ODIs, and the absolute carnage of ADI training in this country.
Yeah.
It's shit.
And it's not an individual's fault,
No.
because people do struggle to get quality training.
They do, but there are people who are allowed to get crap training because the powers that be allow it to happen. Like I said, we've got to do the changing. And this is what these audits are all about. Those of you that have listened to an audit or two, this is what it's all about. It's about, in the smallest amount possible, helping to improve this industry. Because we are a lot. When I tell people outside the industry about the training and stuff, and anyone can train anyone to be a driving instructor, and there's no, limited retesting and blah blah blah. They laugh.
Yeah.
They laugh. They're like, you're kidding, you're joking. You're driving instructors. You're in charge of the young drivers. How can that work? So in our own small world, or part of the planet, us three who do the audits, and you guys that watch, hopefully we've made a slight change in either your interest in getting better, interest in helping change those stats, and maybe even possibly maybe motivated you to go and do something about it, to go and do a better job than we're doing. Because that's, I think I can speak for you too as well. Motivated to make a change is the reason I changed.
Yeah.
What I did. And as I say on Facebook, rant over.
Until the next time. Do you add that bit?
Until the next time, yeah.
When you say change from what you did, Terry, what did you do previously?
I used instructional techniques, Nick. I taught how I was trained.
Yeah, okay, completely get you.
Yeah, me too. When I did my training, the strongest phrase that shocked me to the core, but I didn't say anything. I was very intimidated, was make them drive the way you do.
Mm.
And it's just so, when I think back on it, what a ridiculous thing to say.
You don't know any better when you're
Exactly, Nick. Exactly.
when you knew.
No, I don't know. I know any better now. I know that isn't the right way to get someone to think about their choices, and and it's no criticism. I don't know. I agree, Terry. There seems to be a lot of people, and that the numbers of PDIs is increasing exponentially, I believe, at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And that's shocking. And I wonder the motives why.
Oh, we know the motives why mostly, Fiona.
Ian's smiling.
It's because Ian knows the motives generally too.
Yeah.
But you can just go on, Ian, go on.
What is it? Is it stack 'em high and sell 'em cheap?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Or make as much money as I can before I get chucked out because I failed 3 times and my appeal has been heard.
Mm. Yeah, it's would it be any different? Here's a question for the brains of the outfit.
Nick,
Would it be
you?
any different if our regulator wasn't the same department that delivered tests?
Hang on, I've got some old burning. Hang on.
Nick's just gone to check the stove.
Nick's just gone for a lie down.
Yeah, no, I just went to check your
No, I'm still
telemetry.
here.
Yeah. Well, there's the thing we can't change.
I know we can't change it. I'm just interested in your opinions.
I just can't think of it any other way.
Would that mean that they are held accountable?
Well, no, if our regulator was Ofqual or something like that, rather than the DVSA, if our role as educators was treated with some kind of respect and acknowledgement for the job we actually do,
How about a day?
and our regulator was centered around learning and development rather than testing.
So an educational department.
Yeah, potentially.
Sweden, Norway, where is it?
In Scandinavia.
Isn't
Did
it?
you go bunk off school that day?
No, but there's one of them where driving instructors have to go to uni, basically, don't they?
Yeah.
Mm.
And they're much more equipped with people, managing people, because that's what we aren't equipped with. The only things that are qualifications that I ever worried about, really, as you said, Nick, it's the skills. And that's for ADIs as well. It's the skills. It's not really how to address humans and human behavior, human biases, and all the rest of it. So many things make up a person on one day compared to any other day, any other minute, any time. We're just completely changeable, influenced by a billion things that we never address with driver training. Unless you come and do my Beyond the Test workshop.
Recommend it, blood. Boom.
Well,
Down with the kids, you know.
The thing is, and the thing is, the reason I've written that is because of my experiences. Firstly, being just a traditional instructor-led training, and then developing and loving to death the coaching qualification that we all did, thoroughly enjoying delivering that, developing ever since then, reading all the books, going and doing Ian Edwards courses and Lisa Dawn courses and all the rest of it, all of those things, and then delivering the speed awareness courses and that we've had a crash courses and all of those things, and you put all of that together in one person and I found like the ridiculous things that we don't know, and we aren't given that information. And I think that's a shame. So many driving instructors have been on the courses and they said, or they've asked, I've had loads of driving instructors come and ask me, can we come on a course? And the answer is no, not unless you get a ticket. You have to get the prosecution and risk your ADI badge to have the information that people get on courses. And that's a bit of a shame, because if you don't understand what happens to people afterwards, that means they're going to get their tickets and have their crashes and do all the rest of it. If we don't understand that, how do we make it from the bottom up rather than just the top down? The bottom up meaning, how do we increase our training when we don't know what the top down, what's happening to people that get them? Because so many people are probably shouting at me right now, it's them and they're youngsters and they're all thrill seekers, and they aren't all thrill seekers. How many times do we sit in the car with people who are mostly quite timid, a little bit more on the anxious side of things? Anyone agree? Does anyone agree? There's loads of people. So what happens to them when they're out there on the roads? It's the same sort of triggers. It's not the same sort of triggers, sorry, it's different triggers, but it's the same sort of thing that's happening. It's all in here and all in here, and we're not helping And I just think it's such a shame. It's just such a shame. So we're not able to change that. There's a couple of people in the industry trying to change things.
There's more than a couple.
Yeah.
There's 3 here for a start.
Yes. Yes, we're doing it the underhand kind of way, coming at it with a bit of humour and a bit of serious.
There aren't enough. There you go. There's not enough trying to change it.
No.
At the moment.
Who's the one person that can change you? Any one of you?
Oh, I know the answer to this one. I know the answer to this one.
Go on, Ian.
No, wait.
Why?
Oh, I was going to say Hannibal from the A-Team.
No.
Shit.
Both wrong, mate.
Huh?
We're both wrong.
Hannibal, which one's that?
Hannibal. Love it when the plan
Hard.
comes together.
What?
Love it when the plan comes together. Cigar smoking, older man, George Peppard.
Oh, I only remember the one with lots of gold on.
Lots of gold.
Yeah, Baracus.
Oh, yeah. No, the other
Pity
one.
the fool. I pity the fool.
Was he Welsh? I don't remember him being Welsh.
Yeah, well, you've obviously misheard it.
Oh, I must have done. Stupid he is.
Right.
What's the answer, Fiona? What's the answer?
Dick Turpin. Anne Boleyn.
42.
Yourself.
Hey?
What did you say?
Oh, yeah. I actually answered the question. It's ourselves. Thank you, Nick.
It's something else then.
Well, he was saying that to you, but he was saying the sensible answer to it. But you can, whatever he did say. Yeah. Yourself, Terry.
Of course, it was obvious.
Ian, you haven't spoken for a while. Do you have any word?
I
No.
don't really. I'm lost for words. I think, it's really, really sad that the test gets in the way.
Yeah.
What's the only thing?
Well, if there wasn't a test, what would we do different as individual instructors?
That's a good question. Terry?
The second time she's thrown you under the bus, mate.
Man, it's done it again. It's made me burning smell come back. If it wasn't a test, what would I do differently? Well, the job would be much easier, wouldn't it?
Well, it'd be less pressure.
Less pressure.
For who?
Well, we'd only end up setting our own criteria for when they're ready. That would only be okay if the criteria was set at a high enough level and was all
I've got
encompassing.
one. Nick's just made me think of an idea. What if the criteria was set by the insurance company? If this person has a crash before the age of 24, whatever, you pay a fine, whatever. Every time you pay a fine. I know it's just a ridiculous idea.
No, I like it though.
Well, yeah, but it just would make ADIs and PDIs think about, okay, what happens to this person when I've said they're okay now? I'm responsible for them for the next, whatever, 6, 7 years. Have I done my job? And no one would ever. Would never say yes, you reached the level till they're 24. But anyway,
It would reduce the number of people on the road.
yeah.
I've heard some people have some really bizarre, but there's part of me thinks actually they have a point. If somebody could learn to drive the skills of driving on the road with an ADI at much less than 17, I'm talking much less, but not be able to be able to drive legally on their own until much later, it would take a little bit of the thrill seeking out of it, that coming of age kind of driving.
Maybe that's what Young Drivers does.
And a lot of
But who sits in the car with the young drivers? It's
The instructor.
Yes, it's instructors.
and a lot of them do learn to drive, but without driving, just through being in vehicles. So they come to us with some level of inherited skills through seeing driving, etc.
Yeah. I was also thinking of the people who go nick cars.
Well, yeah.
The car thieves, the young ones. But
Please make a noise again.
that... Oh. 17 to 24-year-olds, sort of 30,000 of them a year make up statistics, hospital kind of injury statistics. But 17 to 24-year-olds only make up 8% of the driver population. It's horrible what's happening. But the young driver thing, if a young driver could drive at well below the age where we're becoming adults, if you change that, I'm not saying it's a solution, but there's something in it. And I don't remember who said it. I apologize if you're out there and you're saying, it was me, Fiona, say my name. I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was. Those are some things. The young driver schemes, having listened to what my learners have said they've done on that. It depends who your instructor is, as always, doesn't it? I don't know if you're taking the mickey or just...
This is the elephant impression.
What, with the one with the pockets?
No, not that one. Never mind. Anyway,
when I've had people from the driving clubs and the young drivers and things, it's just given them essentially a head start on levels 1 and 2.
Very often it's full talk through. Just do what I tell you. So that's what I've experienced. You know, people don't really understand what they're doing. They're just, it's like just puppetry. Put the clutch down, put it into first, set the gas, hold it. I'll do it. I'll do it. And they just do it with the dual controls.
Okay.
So I mean, these are the things I've heard. Right. What do you do, Ian? What do you do that sets, or what do you think all of us do that sets us apart from some of the others? Not
That's dead easy.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
a hard question. Well,
Dead easy. We deal with the person who turns up on the day. That's what we do.
That's going to be my answer as well, because I didn't have an answer either until that.
Yeah. It's good you asked him then, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And it
We
could be
dis-
why I
we
didn't.
dis- we discuss what we need to do, where we are, what do they think they want to be, what do they want to be better at? Can we, can we do that in the environment we've got with us today, where we are today, where these lessons are happening today? We deal with the person who turns up for that lesson and we work to get them better at something. That might just be not crying for the whole of the lesson.
I haven't done that for ages.
Well, and I think that's we don't have any agenda until our pupil gets in the car and we discuss with them their agenda.
It totally changed the whole thing of getting in the car and looking at my diary. I'm just going to call it coaching because it's just easier. Pre-coaching, I used to look at my diary. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What have I done to myself? Oh. And you just dread Thursday. And then it totally changed to I didn't have any of those things because I knew if I was dreading somebody, if I was having those thoughts about I don't want to go, maybe I'll go sick, maybe I'll this, maybe I'll that. If I had any kind of dread thoughts, the one thing I knew for sure was that I was doing something wrong. No question.
Mm-hmm.
So if I ever dreaded it, what am I doing wrong? What am I missing? Did either of you ask, when you first started changing over, did you just change over to coaching techniques or did you ask people? So I think I was the stupid one. I asked.
I don't think I did. I don't remember, but I don't think I did.
I don't think I asked because I wasn't formed. I was evolving.
Yeah. Well, I asked, I said, I'm doing this trendy course and I'm hoping it's going to benefit mostly you, but definitely me. Is that all right? And they all said, oh. They didn't really care. So, but then every few weeks I was checking up on them and there was sorry, Terry, you just jumped. Was there a spider on the table or something?
Oh, I dropped the pencil and tried to catch it.
Oh, okay. So I asked, and a few weeks after starting and doing all these changes with, deeper scaling and conversations and really trying to knuckle down and get into those changes, I asked everybody, what do you think of these techniques that I'm trying to do? Everybody apart from one said, absolutely love it. It's so different, so much better, blah, blah, blah. And they were quite emotive about it. And there was one person, I remember her name, began with G, but I won't say it. And I said, how do you feel about it? She said, I absolutely hate it. Can't you just go back? I don't like it. And I was like, oh my word, no, what? Why? What? I said, what's going on? She said, I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Because I have to think for myself. So can't you just go back to telling me? And I said, no, because you know more now. Actually, I said yes. Give her a lesson of telling her, and she said, this is horrible. Can we go back? Oh. Right, I want to up this. I want to, because I'm feeling quite low about the state of the industry at the moment. So what one thing can people do differently tomorrow that's going to make a difference to a lot less than one a day dying.
Ian,
I'm
what
going
do
to
you
go
think?
first. I'm going to go first because then I don't have to think of anything else when you come up with the same thing. Listen to the person you're teaching. Don't just hear the words, listen with your eyes.
Anything else to that listening, Ian?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Listen
Yeah.
without prejudice.
Yeah.
What an album.
And stop asking questions that you already know the answer to.
Yeah. I was going to say, stop waiting for the answer that you want and then start talking again. Guilty.
Yeah.
Asking the questions upon questions upon questions until you hear them say the thing you wanted them to say.
Yeah. Getting them into that corner with clever questions so only one answer remains at the end.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
All the bribery ones. Absolutely. Yeah. Are you still thinking, Terry? Or are you watching the football again?
No football on yet.
Yeah, another clock.
I'm going to go with two things. And I said one thing, but I'm going to go with two. I'm going to cheat. The first one, I would say, go and learn how to build proper rapport. Because you both know how important I think rapport is, proper rapport.
Yep.
And then once you've done that, I would say learn to shut up. There's mine.
Yeah. Well, you two have nicked the good one.
I'll come in
It's
with
always
mine.
best to go first.
So I've taken the twirl, and Ian's taken the dairy milk. What's Nick going to do?
Shall I come in with one?
Why not?
Okay, so treat the person as an individual, which you've already referred to earlier, and then just show interest and curiosity in them as an individual, and then work an individual learning plan for them.
How many gets 3?
Oh, sorry, well, it was sort of one, really.
Sorry, I can
No
edit
way
it.
fair.
I can edit it
That
out.
was because it was really the individual thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they are really important. The thing I would want people to do is quit the judging. All of us, we have this thing where someone gets in the car and we judge them straight away, and we make assumptions, and it's horrible. There is
We
one.
almost think we're clever doing that, though.
Well, we have to.
The
It's
fact that
human nature.
we can tell something about an individual almost immediately, and in fact, you just can't.
Absolutely, but it's human nature to do that. It's all to do with, are you part of my clan or do I need to fight you? And you need that instant recognition. It's human nature to do that. We can't stop it. It's the second thought that's the important one. So I had a conversation with someone who was, I was helping them learn to drive criminal law, and they were a lecturer at the university. International criminal law, and it was all, and I said, and I was just really honest, and I said, but when I look at a person, I do notice skin tone, and I feel really bad because I notice skin tone. I can't stop it. I notice it. And she said, well, that's not a problem, is it? Noticing it, it's the second thought that counts. And that, I had a big sort of relaxing moment with that. The thing is, no matter who is sitting next to you, they are doing the best for them with the information they've had, the upbringing they've had, the demeanor that they want to give across. everything that's gone to make that person who they are, sitting there in that moment, they are doing the absolute best that they can. And if that means that they're taking drugs, and if that means that they've been nicking cars, but because that's what's happened to them, and that's what the social norms are, and all those things that make up a person. It doesn't mean that that person can't think differently. We need to just accept who they are and then talk to them about who they are and what their decisions could be and where they can go. I don't know, because I've been in the back of cars where people are saying, well, you can't speed, can you? Because, and it's just those threat things. It's not targeting anything deeper. It's just awkward. So the person, even though they are making bad decisions sometimes, it's where they're at, and that's our job to see them and not judge them for that. And I'm not saying it's easy, but go on.
You give me an idea for the next one.
All right.
Boom.
Are you going to tell us? Because you know, Ian and I will just agree with you.
Really? Give me 20 quid.
Yeah.
Did you hear it?
There you go. You've got it now.
Oh, thanks, man. Lovely. Thank you. Why don't you respect their opinion?
Ah, there you go. We'll have it. It's hard to do it. It's hard to take that step back. But I think that's what we do. And I think that's why the other things don't necessarily just fall into place, because we're judging them and we're judging what we see, not who they will be. Hands up. It's the same person they were at 17.
Got confused then.
Well,
you said hands up, and then you asked a question, so I didn't know whether.
I didn't tell you where.
Hands up was. I thought hands up was the order.
I want you to put your hands up.
Were you back in the bank, Terry? Were you back in the bank when that nasty man came in? Hands up.
I have been in an armed robbery before. I had my hands up.
Did
Sorry,
you?
go on. Yeah.
Oh, that's a story.
Or is it the 1970s pop classic? Hands up, baby, hands up.
Give me. No, I won't start singing. Hands up, what?
Hands up where?
Excuse me.
Right. Why don't you respect their opinion? It'll probably be in a couple of weeks or so.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put the date out there. But respecting their opinion, because that's, and the barriers. So you've got to do your writing blurb. I mean, I can get Ian to do it, but you know, he just asked Gemini to do it.
Who's Gemini?
Google's AI.
Oh, okay.
Right. Summary then.
Nah,
No, it's quite dark and cold here.
Boom!
Hey.
So we're all going to change driver training.
Yeah.
One learner at a time.
Yeah. One ADI, one PDI at a time.
Absolutely. And guys, people out there, when you don't do it quite right, forgive yourself, move on, do it better next time. That's it, isn't it? It's just do it a little bit better. Just do a little thing. Be nice to each other, and be nice to each other on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, you're asking a lot now, aren't you?
I don't know why we need to be horrible.
Because we're all insecure monsters.
Right.
So we need to respect their opinion. Is that what you're saying?
Room,
Respect
say the
or
room.
accept?
Huh?
Link number 78.
Respect or accept?
Respect.
Terry, where are people going to find your workshops?
Where are they going to go? They can go to
It's donestressing.com on your thing.
Yeah, but that's not got the work. That's the hang on. Right, 1 second. Sorry to keep you. Next one I've got coming up. It's coming up there. 22nd of October. And that's another one of the how we help people fail driving tests, which kind of discusses a little bit about what we've been talking about this evening. That's 6 till 8. In fact, what I'll probably do is put the website for that on here next time rather than done stressing. And then in November, he says, quickly finding the date. Hello. I suppose I'm over in stupid room. Oh, monster. Oh.
Nothing like planning, is there?
Nothing like planning.
Right.
Making that wood nice and smooth. 12th of November, another games workshop. So going through some fun games you can play with your studentos. And then the last one of the year probably is the 20th of November. Wake up there, Fiona. 20th of November, 6 in the evening. I'm going to bust some coaching myths. So if you're unsure what coaching is, what instruction is, when to coach, when to instruct, this will answer all your questions.
I take the mickey out of him, but the workshops are really good. So
Yeah, whatever.
yeah, I'm not going to say.
When's your one coming up?
Which one?
Yeah, exactly.
They're all on my website. The big one that I'm really excited about, and I've got some really good feedback actually from the people who've done it, is that's the 8th of October, 6 p.m. It's 2 hours, and then you get stuff to do. You come back the week later and you talk about the activities that you've learned during the 2 hours, and then you go away, come back the next week, and then it's another bit of Zoom, module 2, and then the same thing. So it's module, then insight session, I've called them. So, but really good if you want to excel and just be a different kind of instructor.
Sounds like a really good way to learn and then get feedback on what you're doing.
Exactly.
Rather than doing a course and going off on your own for next however long.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I designed it that way, because we don't know how we're doing until we come back and talk about it. And then I can say, and I can link it over the 10 weeks. Everyone really, and some of the feedback from the other people was just how nice it is to be safe in a group of ADIs who just want the best for their learners, to share some skills and develop. And it's that safe place where everyone's in the same boat. So that's why.
Absolutely.
And that's why Terry's courses are good, because he's just, and Ian still hasn't done much. He just does his own people up there and doesn't let anyone else in.
Just give him a kick, don't we?
I think, he is blinking.
Threats of violence. I don't respond very well to threats of violence. I just run away.
I was trying to, yes, it wasn't threatening, but it would be nice, because I think
I've had the very kernel of a thought about something I might be able to do soon, thanks to your two's incessant nagging and browbeating.
Shall look forward to hearing about it.
The thing is, there was a certain that you used to.
Did I say that out loud? Did I really say that out loud? Oh, I'm going to have to, yeah.
You're going to have to do it now. No, the thing is, we're passionate about what we do, and that's why. And we just do what we do. Oh, I've got a special offer on at the moment. So if you do want to know anything about my stuff, go on my website, go down to the bottom, scroll down to the bottom, sign up for the form, because the only way you're going to get the special offers. And I'm doing those for just a short amount of time from now on. I'm trying to write the email at the moment. Anyway, enough about that. But go to the website, sign up to the email list, because that's where the special offers are going to be. Right. Next one then. Why don't you respect their opinion? disrespect them. I think we might be playing with the title a little bit, because that's just a bit bland. Usually we do something way more confusing, so no one knows what we're doing. So we'll probably do that. We'll work out when it is. It will probably be about the same time and probably be about the same kind of day in a couple of weeks.
I used to be indecisive, but I'm not sure if I am or I'm not anymore now, you know.
And I will not have a cough next week.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that noise. Thanks for joining us, people. Thank you, Nick. Thank you for the person watching.
Yeah, thank you, viewer. Sorry for Terry's blatant swearing.
I make no apology.
Thank you, guys. Strike a pose. Look like a twit.